Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, it's Pixelated-Apollo. Thanks for stopping by, and we are back playing Third Age Total War. We are at the Great Halls of Moria, but unfortunately the Dwarves are not present in this battle. I guess they're on holiday, or they just were like, you know what, Moria sucks, we're getting out of here. So we have two human factions. We have Gondor. Come on, camera. We have Gondor, and we have the Free Peoples of Eriador. So, pretty cool matchup. And they're going to be taking on 3 armies of evil factions, of orc factions. We have the Orcs of Gundabad, and then on the other side, we have Mordor. And then over at the flank, I believe Isengard. Yes, they're going to be helping Mordor on this side. So, it's pretty cool to see Isengard at Moria. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I mean, honestly, this whole battle doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but whatever. It should still be awesome. So let's go ahead and check out these army comps. This is going to be a pretty long battle, which, you know, is awesome. I love my long battles. So be sure to get some snacks and drinks, a beverage of your choice, because this is going to be a good one. So we'll start with Mordor here, commanded by Bingo Bango Jango. He's bringing some Orc Raiders. He has some Uruk Halberds, which are really good at holding the line. He has some Orc Archers back here, Orc Raiders, and some Uruks in the back. He has his Nazgul with the General in it. He also has a lot of Trolls. He's got the Olag High. He has some Mountain Trolls. And he's got a lot of troll catapults. We're going to see a lot of artillery action in this battle. Moving on to Isengard, commanded by Comrade Champ. He's bringing, I think, 2 units of artillery. He's got 1 catapult and 1 ballista. Lots and lots of berserkers, which is really, really awesome to see. Some wild men from Dunlin. And he has some pikemen, infantry, and I believe he also has some crossbows. You can kind of see him in the dust here. So there's the crossbows. I love Isengard so much. And then on the other side, we have the Orcs of Gundabad, commanded by Miles and Davis. He's got the derpiest looking trolls in the existence of trolls. The snow trolls, they look so goofy. He's got about 2 of them, I think. Yeah, 2 of them, and then he has some mountain trolls over here, which is, you know, it's good that he's bringing mountain trolls because, well, we're charging in a mountain. And then he's got a catapult, the ram here pushing, or the hillman pushing the ram. He has some Snaga archers. Back here, he has some Orc Halberds. Again, pretty good at holding the line. He has some axemen over here, some Orc marauders, and that's pretty much it for his army. So let's real quick look at the defenders. Now, if we look at the positioning of these defending armies, they're going with a very light defense at Moria, at the entrance, and this is probably the easiest part to defend because it's just this tiny little choke point that you can hold for hours, but they're going to go with a heavier defense near the town center, which is pretty interesting. Really, Moria is a battle of attrition, so we'll see how this turns out, but we'll start with the Free Peoples of Eriador, commanded by Sippy Sapo. He's bringing some Hobbitry in arms. He's got some Arnorian heavy archers and 2 units of Greenway Guard. They're going to be the first to defend the walls. Bless their souls, they're going to get slaughtered. And then over here, he has some Merchant Militia. He's got a couple units of Merchant Militia scattered around. He's got the Dunedain Rangers, a ballista on this ledge, and some Arnor men-at-arms. No surprise there. They're keeping their elite forces back here, like the Arnor pikemen. He's got his battle-ready Dunedain. And he's got more forces over here like the pikemen and Dunedain. So pretty good army. He's got another force watching this flank with archers, merchant militia. So it looks pretty good. Let's move on to Gondor, who's also putting up a light defense near the gate. He's going to hold this choke point right here. He's got some Gondor militia. Bless their souls, they're going to get slaughtered. He's got some Varg archers, so he's bringing some mercenaries to the fight. Over here at the 2 choke points, he's got some Gondor spearmen. And he has some Blackroot Vale archers, marines, ballista, more Blackroot Vale archers, some Athelian rangers, Gondor infantry waiting in reserve behind the mountainside there. And then, of course, at the town center. Oh, come on, camera. It's awful. He's got his Fountain Guard and some Swan Knights. So he's got his elites back here. So we'll go ahead and do normal speed. Begin the slaughter of Moria. Alright, so there's the gate. And pretty soon they're going to go storming in here. And this battle is about to begin. Oh, here comes the arrows. The dismounted Varg focusing down the hillman. Maybe he was expecting him to charge out. Not really sure. But the rest of his forces are pretty far away. So he's not going to quite rush in. But if we look over on this side... oh, yep, we already got a fight, guys. What? It didn't even let us know the gate was destroyed. So we have the Gondor militia taking on the Orc Raiders in an epic duel. So the good thing about this is that he doesn't really have to worry about friendly fire. Because the archers, like, it's not a big deal if he loses a lot of his militia, because it's just militia. So, you know, it's not going to be, like, expensive friendly fire. But this is a perfect opportunity to use the artillery and try to get some awesome kills here. Let's see. Is he moving up his artillery? He is moving up some Gondor spearmen. So this is good. This is really good. It looks like he's going to try to hold this position as long as possible. But if you look in the background there, you can see the troll catapults getting into position. So we're going to see some fiery balls of justice pretty soon in this battle. The archers in the back here doing a pretty good job. I mean, this is a really good position for the archers because of the slight slope. I do like the positioning of the Marines because they're going to use their javies once the orcs get close enough. So Mordor is going to lead the way, and I really think Isengard's going to try to clean up this mess. Here comes the spearman. It looks like they're going to focus his spearmen on this flank. Good old Baconator leading his men to victory. Let's see how long this militia can hold. They are starting to thin out. So anything is possible here. He's got two decisions, either retreat or send forward more forces. Seeing the arrows just whiz by. I love it. It's my favorite thing in Medieval 2, is just the epic infantry fight and then just seeing arrows fly overhead as the archers try to slaughter each other. So this is a pretty close fight over here. Let's head over to the other side real quick. So we'll just fly through Moria really fast. There we go. Oh, they're still waiting. They are still waiting. It looks like he's wasting a lot of his ammo on the hillmen over there with his Arnorian heavy archers. The Greenway Guard are standing by. You know, they are ready to just charge in and close this gap. Oh, okay, so he is using his artillery here. I really think that's a waste. I think he should save his ammo when there's more, like, groupings, like blobs of defenders. Because this is a pretty tough shot for that catapult. I think he needs to just storm in his infantry. But I do like the fact that Mordor is being a little bit more aggressive here. It's really action-packed. And, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen here. Is he going to send up more infantry? It looks like it. Yes, he's got more spearmen getting into position. So, that means that I think they should, like, Mordor should push up his catapult and try to get some good kills on the defenders. If they keep sending forward more troops, there they go, charging in. Beautiful. Right into that line that was wavering there, that thinning line of militia. But you gotta give credit to the militia, even though they're pieces of crap. They're doing a good job. They're holding the line. Do we have some orcs breaking? Yes, we do. So Gondor putting up this fantastic defense, and they are actually beating back the disgusting orcs of Mordor. I was gonna say Gondor. Of Mordor. Here comes more forces. Oh, Isengard wants a piece of this action. So they are sending in their cheaper units. As you can tell, we've got some mindless humans going in, fighting for the dark side, joining this battle, trying to help turn the table on Gondor. These orcs could break at any second. He needs to quickly send in the support here and reinforce that orc position. There is a tiny gap over here. Maybe he can, yes, he is attacking them on the flank. The Gondor militia is breaking. It could cause fear in the ranks of Gondor, but let's see what happens here. We will see. Yeah, Gondor spearmen. They're doing all right. They're down to 67 men, so they still have a very healthy number of troops. This one is down to 68 men, so they're both fairly healthy. We've got more orcs joining the battle. Oh, and the Marines. The Marines are pushing forward using their javies. So that is a great support, great skirmishing support. They might have to send in some trolls at this point to try to disrupt his defenses here. Because the trolls are going to be absolutely needed in this time. It is a time of need. Where are those trolls? He's now hiding his men over here from the archer fire, which is always a great idea. All right, let's go back to the other side. Let's see what's going on at the other entrance. Oh, look at this. Look at this. We do have some forces joining the fun. He's got his orc halberdiers that are going to lead the way. He also has some mountain trolls. It looks like they're going to get ready to pour on through. Let me just view the point of view of these Arnorian heavy archers. So you can see the banners in the background, the arrows flying through. Pretty soon they're going to storm through this gate and cause some havoc here for these soldiers. Let's see. Well, he's still waiting. Why is he waiting though? He's leaving a very good unit of halberdiers just out in the open, getting shot by arrows. If he's gonna be in front of this gate, he needs to charge. Look at that guy. He just died. That's a man that could have died in melee. Which is what if you have really good infantry, you want them to die in melee. I mean, honestly, you don't want them to die, but you don't want them to die from arrows. That is for sure, because they're a waste in that case. So, oh, it looks like he's gonna push forward his catapult. He still wants to try to get some kills. I think he should just pour on in. I just don't see the 3 units here a big threat, and I think he's just kind of killing time here. Especially the hobbitry and arms, like what are they gonna do? So he should just charge in, send in a unit of trolls, send in the halberdiers. He should be able to break through in a couple minutes. Yeah, I mean, honestly, he doesn't really have a lot of reserves that are nearby except for this unit. And they're pretty far away, so it's not like he's gonna send forward more oh, here we go, guys. Here we go. Finally, Gundabad is attacking. Beautiful, beautiful. You can see them marching through the gates. And now Greenway Guard are closing in. Oh, and the camera is killing me over here. All right, so the archers are firing down on this position, and they should be able to hold for a while until, yes, that's it. The trolls are going to join the fun. So here they come. They're going to disrupt this formation. Beautiful. Man, I just can't wait for the artillery shots. And the battle for Moria is getting very intense. Greenway Guard doing everything they can to hold against this massive force. The hobbitry and arms are like, are you serious? You're gonna send us in now against trolls? Like, come on, this is not good at all. We are not gonna last too long here. But yeah, the hobbits are gonna help try to slow down these trolls, buy more time for the archers. Let's go ahead and head back over to the other side of the fight, see what's going on there, because it's been a long struggle, a very long struggle, and we have more orcs, more humans here taking on the Marines and the Gondor spearmen. And when I say humans, I mean the wild Dunlading, I think that's it. I never get the name right. I always want to say I don't know what I always want to say. Dunlading? Or, I don't know. They're wild men of Dunland. How about that? We'll just say that. I never get it right. What name do I get right? Like, seriously. But the lines are thinning here. Gondor better send forward more support, or they are going to break through. He does have some reserves back here on this hillside, but it's not a lot. So pretty soon we're going to see the orcs just pouring through this opening here and just trying to spread out their army on this platform. Let's go back and get some close-ups here. Close-up here, guys. Yeah, the halberdiers, they have punched through the defense. They're now going to run down. They're either going to flank around the infantry or go after the archers. They're going to go for the archers, guys. And the Varg archers, they're going to hold their ground and take on these halberdiers. They are going to get a couple more shots in, though. And Gondor is running. Flee for your lives. They're getting out of there. Run for your life, man. It's too late. It's too much. But look at all of the death and destruction over at this choke point. Very gruesome, bloody fight. And now Isengard and Mordor are going to be able to take the first take out the first defense of Moria. All right, so let's head over this way. Yeah, the trolls, no surprise here. They were able to break through, and now the trolls are going, they're going ham. They're going crazy. They're now crossing the bridge of Khazad-dûm, and they're swinging at the backs of the merchant militia. Looks like he's trying. Oh, okay, come on, camera, come on. Moria is just a pain when it comes to this. So the merchant militia, they're trying to hold back these trolls. We do have the ballista firing now, which is a good time to use it, because you want to try to snipe out those trolls, because they're pretty weak to ballista fire. I think it takes one shot to kill them. So the very brave merchant militia hold their ground at the bridge of Khazad-dûm. Oh, see what I mean? There you go. There we go. That's how you take out some trolls. Beautiful, beautiful shots there. We can see tons and tons of arrows crashing into these orc halberdiers and the orc marauders. Oh, more ballista fire. We also see some flanking fire over here. Oh my god, camera. Oh my goodness, Moria, please. Yeah, so the flanking fire from this slope. This is actually a really good position. I like this a lot. Good use of the archers, good use of the terrain and the layout. So he should be able to get a ton of kills. And look how far they are shooting. This is absolutely insane. So the halberdiers are getting melted right now from arrows. The trolls still trying to punch their way through. They are down to 4 trolls. The merchant militia, are they breaking? No, the victory is a distinct possibility. The trolls are chasing down some hobbits that are breaking. This lone hobbit. They're trying to silence the archers, but we got some Arnorian infantry trying to protect them against those trolls. And so far, this battle has been a very action-packed, very intense battle of using trolls, infantry, and using the archers very, very efficiently against this army, which this is just a kill zone. They need to quickly make a decision. They need to, well, they need to commit their forces. They can't attack in waves or they will get slaughtered just like that. Oh god, that ballista. There's another shot right there. The trolls, they're still fighting up here. But I don't think they're going to have enough to silence the archers. So let's head back over to the other side, where the armies are gaining control of the entrance of Moria. And pretty soon, they are going to be attacking this flank and hopefully silencing the Blackroot Vale archers. Some of the ballistas have been destroyed. I assume that's from catapult fire. I do assume that. It looks like some of the catapults have been destroyed. I believe a little bit of a skirmish has been going on since we were away watching the other side of the battle. We do have some wild men from Dunlin who are running from the fight. But we do have Gondor infantry. It looks like they're going to hold for now. They might be retreating back. Who knows? Some spearmen returning to the battle. Looks like we have some marines, you know, collecting themselves, calming down a little bit, and they're going to join back in the fight. And we have layers and layers of Blackroot Vale archers putting down suppressing fire. And we've got a pretty intense skirmish battle going on. But I think Mordor and Isengard, they should just keep pushing. Just keep pushing, because it's only a couple of archers. What are they going to do against your infantry when you charge them in? Also, if you can get right here by this hill, you get your infantry right here, they're going to be pretty protected from those archers, because it's a really tough angle for them. But they are eager. The archers here are winded, so they're getting pretty tired from shooting so many arrows. But it looks like he's focusing down the blobs here of archers and catapults. They are loading up the catapults. So you can see that here. A nice skirmish battle. I do love when battles slow down a little bit. Oh, what? What? That troll just got melted and the catapult was destroyed. What caused that? Oh, the ballista. He still has a ballista in action. Even though he is getting some good hits with this ballista, it's not exactly paying off. As you can tell, most of the ballista crew were just absolutely destroyed. They're down to 1. Only 2 men are crewing the ballista now. The good news is that they can still shoot it. Actually, you know what? He has more artillery crew back here. But they are just getting shot to death from arrows. He needs to just fall back. He needs to either send in the infantry, try to silence those archers, or just fall back, or he's going to lose that one ballista. Let's see if he fires again here. He is taking out catapults though. Oh jeez, come on camera. Oh man, I really hope this camera action doesn't give you a headache. That was a good shot there. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought because the camera's freaking out, the artillery is firing, and there's just arrows everywhere. Everyone is turning into Swiss cheese. So, oh, did they run out of ammo? They have their swords out? So they could have, well, maybe. They might be out of ammo, so I believe that is the case. So pretty soon, I believe this skirmish is going to die down soon. But, oh, we still have intense fighting over here going on. So they have been charging in their trolls, trying to take out this position. More and more orcs trying to cross this bridge, but they are still getting shot to death by the archers that are up on this position. He's got archers right here on this ledge and also down here at this ramp. He does have some merchant militia nearby in case the Orcs of Gundabad charge up that ramp to take on the archers. But look at this. This is absolute slaughter right here. This is so bad for Gundabad. I'm so glad that they are finally committing in their trolls and trying to take out the defenses. So I don't think we really missed much. I believe it was just a little stand here by some Arnorian swordsmen, but the trolls were just way too much for them, and they are just punching a hole through their defenses. And we are almost halfway through the battle, and it's looking really bad for the defenders. It's not looking good. They need to, well, I think they need to prepare for their final stand already. Gundabad is almost at the town center. We do have some battle-ready Dunedain charging in with their two-handed blades here, ready to take on the snow trolls. Also, we have some Dunedain rangers who I assume have used up their ammo. And we've got a nice fight at the halls of Moria. This is awesome. Oh, this is so cool. I love Moria so much. It's just it's a great looking settlement. I mean, look at these pillars right here. It looks so cool. I mean, it's so amazing what you can accomplish modding Medieval 2. But we do have some orc marauders showing up close behind. The rest of the army trying to get past the bridge here. But Gundabad, the good news for the defenders is that Gundabad has pretty much been destroyed. I mean, other than the trolls, their infantry is looking pretty weak right now. But on the other side here, it's looking bad, guys. I mean, look at this army. Look at this beautiful, beautiful army. This is a glorious sight right here. I love how it's so organized. He's got the pikemen in the front lines mixed in with the catapults. Oh, come on, camera. I'm getting a cool angle of this army. Man, I really wish I could use the soundtrack for Lord of the Rings. It would make it that much more epic. But we got more forces charging in. It looks like the Uruk archers are going to join the fight, and we got some infantry fighting at the flanks here. So Gondor is going to hold this position. Let's see what he's doing on this side. Oh, yep, the spearmen are holding on this side. They are breaking, though, so they're going to retreat back. And it looks like both sides are going to prepare to hold at the final stand right here. I mean, this is it. This is it. So, again, this is a battle of attrition. And it's looking, well, it looks like the evil guys, when you look at Gundabad's army, they're looking pretty rough. They only really have trolls and a catapult. Here comes a charge here, though, of the Olog High, who are sick of this Gondor infantry, and they want to crush their souls, destroy their dreams. And I believe that is what they're doing. They're kicking and swinging their maces of justice and breaking through their front lines. So good use of the Olog High to really disrupt that Gondorian shield formation. So yeah, they're breaking through. Archers are firing up from this ledge. So well, the archers are kind of firing in the dirt here. Look at this. Come on, guys. Blackroot, you call yourselves Blackroot Vale archers, and you can't even fire over this slight ledge here. He definitely needs to get closer. He's wasting a lot of ammo right there, so that's very unfortunate. But, oh my god, The Gondor infantry was just trashed over here. It was terrible for them. But if we head over to the other side, let's see. Yep, more and more trolls coming through. Gundabad trying to make their way, not slowing down. They had a very slow start to this battle, but once they started attacking, they have not stopped. They are just, they're just a not stopping army. They're just gonna keep pushing, keep trying to break through this army, and they are doing some pretty good damage to the Arnorian pikemen here. So the trolls are thinning out though, and he's really gonna have to rely on his catapult and whatnot. But oh, is this a break? Yes, a pretty large break here from Gundabad. So he's gonna try to send in more and more forces here. The Arnorian pikemen poking the enemy to death using their great long pikes, and they might actually hold on this side. Now let's see, does he have more forces over here? Actually, oh come on, Moria. Yeah, he doesn't have anything over here. So Gundabad just he just didn't really care to attack on this side. So we've got a lot of reserves for the free people of Eriador, who, you know, they can fall back and try to support against the horde of Isengard, which is currently storming Moria. It's so weird to see Uruk-hai in Moria. Very strange. And the fighting has begun at the ramps here. We've got some Gondor infantry. We got a small battle taking place with the Gondor infantry taking on the Uruk halberds. So if you're rooting for the evil guys, if you really want to see the attackers win this battle, I think you got to root for Isengard, because Isengard has a very healthy army. Mordor is still pretty strong too. Like, they've got a lot of trolls left. They have a lot of catapults left. So anything's possible on this side. When it comes to Gundabad though, it's not looking great. But you know, he was all by himself over on that other side. But here comes a small charge by some orc raiders. And I think we're going to have some wild men from Dunlin going to go ahead and charge in. And the Uruk halberdiers close behind, a unit of 77. He is using his Uruk archers to fire down. Are those Uruk archers? Yes, they are. I think he's also moving, the Isengard's moving up the Uruk-hai crossbowmen. Again, they're going to use they're going to double team Gondor here, take out as many forces as possible. So this is a really close battle, guys. Extremely close. Not looking good on Gondor's side, but it's looking pretty good over here against the trolls. And look at this, the free peoples of Eriador, they are pushing them back. I think they want to try to silence this catapult. Come on, let's get a good hit from the catapult. Here is the orc bodyguard defending the catapult. Come on, here we go, here we go. One good shot. Oh, yes. Well, you got like 3 guys there, that's all right. 2 guys, something like that. Oh my goodness, another great hit. That took out about 5 men there. They are shaken. They should break fairly. Oh, they broke. Oh no, that was the battle-ready Dunedain. These guys are actually charging in to try to silence that catapult. Lots and lots of arrows flying into the... What a good shot. And that breaks the pikemen. Oh, another good shot right there. Man, that catapult is relentless, reloading very quickly. And it looks like they're going to be able to charge in and break through that pikeman defense. But there's more and more troops just waiting for him. Also, guys, don't forget about this flank where he's actually charging at the rear. He's going to flank around. This is actually a really good idea from the free peoples of Eriador. Good use of the paths and the pathfinding or not the pathfinding, but the terrain, the layout of Moria. So surprise, surprise to the Orcs of Gundabad. He might as well charge down this way as well. But let's real quick see what's going on this side. So more and more fighting taking place here. We got the Uruk halberdiers taking on the Gondor infantry. And let's see what's going on over here. Yep, the fight is still going on here. But remember, guys, these are lower tier units. He's saving his more elite troops. And look at all of those arrows coming in. Not looking good for these Blackroot Vale archers who are trying to desperately fire back at the very large amount of archers from Mordor. And we have trolls waiting in reserve, staying close by these walls here, protecting them from arrow fire. We got some Snaga skirmishers marching into position. Uruk crossbowmen firing over this wall. Look at that. You can see the bolts here trying to go into the archers. The archers are down to 45. Let's see what's going on over here. Are they charging more men down this way? Yes, they are. And Gundabad is on the run. They are trying to fight for their lives. They are getting surrounded. Look at this flank here around the pillars of the great halls of Moria. And we have the Arnor men-at-arms flanking around the Orc bodyguard. And we have the merchant militia holding the line, keeping them in place as the troops in the back just slaughter them. And we have a massive break here by the Orcs of Gundabad. Oh man, Gundabad had a tough fight. He had a really tough fight. And unfortunately, even though he was super aggressive here, it's not looking too good for him. His bodyguard unit is the last unit, one of the last units that are going to hold the ground. Here is the general right here. He's fighting, he's doing battle against this merchant militia soldier here, who's actually doing a ton of damage. And the general is breaking from the fight. They're running towards the town center, and this flank has been secured. I don't know. This flank has been protected. But, oh, there goes the general. Yeah, no surprise there. He died while breaking. What a coward. Classic coward there. Coward move from those orcs. And now they push. Isengard and Mordor push. Gundabad go ahead and they go ahead and admit defeat. And look at this lone soldier looking over the battlefield. He's like, my God, so much death, but we stand victorious near the pillars of Moria. So yeah, good job by the free peoples of Eriador. Now he can focus his attention against Isengard and Mordor. So this is it, guys. This is for all the marbles right here. Pretty soon we will figure out who is going to win this battle. But again, this is a battle of attrition. And they've got to use their resources wisely. You can't waste all your arrows. You can't waste all your artillery fire or your artillery ammo. Because both sides are holding back their more elite troops, like the Uruk-hai infantry and the pikemen, which are looking super sexy right now, looking really good. Also, you got the berserkers who are really good at breaking through choke points and just causing havoc. Here's the guards of Orthanc, and now they're pushing up the catapults. Now that it is safe, they are going to push them up, and I'm sure they're going to use them very wisely. We have more catapults being pushed up this way as well. So let's see what happens here. The pikemen are actually really good at taking out choke points as well. So they're going to do a good job of trying to break through this defense, defended by some citadel guard. Oh, these guys are breaking. So we've got new fresh recruits joining the fight. These guys are pretty elite. There they go. Pikes down, men. Very, very good fight so far. And we have more forces running over this way. We got some Arnorian heavy archers. I don't know if they still have ammo or what, but they're gonna maybe join the fight in melee. Not really too sure, but they are in the front lines. Swan Knights running up this way, not really sure why. Unfortunately, Isengard and Mordor, there's no like flanking maneuvers that they can do. I mean, this is the only spot that they can actually hold. Oh, but here we go, guys. This is where the battle gets juicy. This is where things get really exciting. We've got crossbows in the back, artillery right here in the front, and they are going to destroy people. This is so awesome. So this is one of the tricky parts about Moria, is that there's not a lot of area to run to. And if we look in the back here, you can see he's just like, oh crap, let's get out of here. They're moving up the artillery. It looks like they're gonna focus their artillery on the archers. Really good hit right there, taking about 10 men in one shot. But they really need to try to take out the forces right here. That is a really good target. They might actually have an angle. I think that one in the far right there might have a shot to this huge blob of merchant militia and infantry. But they might just continue to fire at the archers and whatnot. Looks like the archers are just desperately holding their ground, firing as many arrows into the artillery crew. Arnorian heavy archers falling back, trying to get out of the way of those catapults. And the front line, of course, is a very intense front line between the pikemen. Oh my god, what a shot. Really good shot there, taking out some of the infantry. And this is really, really risky, what the defenders are doing here. You see how all of their elite forces are up here on this ramp? Well, if Mordor and Isengard break through, they might be able to just flood in, like the floodgates have been open, and that doesn't really give them a good time. The defenders are not really going to have enough time to set up a good defense. So they've got to be really wise about this, and they've got to make sure they have troops close by ready to fill in the gaps. So I think they are doing that with their archers back here. But the troops here are thinning. The Citadel Guard could break at any time. Well, actually, you know what? They're eager. They're tired, but oh, they're eager. Look at this. Look at this damn catapult. Well, also the Snaga skirmishers. This is really good use of the Javies here, taking out a lot of the troops in the front line and the archers in the back. Oh boy, that's another good hit right there. Taking out at least 7 men, at least. Here, he's gonna move up. Arnorian heavy archers. I believe they are out of ammo, so he might be charging them in soon. No, he's gonna run them away. No, I don't know what they're doing. What are they doing? Running back and forth. Another good hit there, trying to take out those archers. They definitely need to try to save some of their ammo so they can try to take out the more elite infantry. Oh, there we go. There we go. That could cause... Yes, the Citadel Guard, they are shaken, but they are not stirred. They're still fighting, but they could break at any second now because of that artillery fire. It's causing fear in the front lines, and I do not blame them. I would be terrified. Not only are you fighting off a massive horde of orcs, but you're also getting shot at from a giant catapult that is in control or being controlled by trolls. Not a good situation. Not a good situation at all. Arrows flying all over the place. I love it. It's such a beautiful sight. Honestly, what I think they should do... where are their trolls? Oh, they're right here. So what he should do with his trolls, just charge in. If he can break through over here, then he could just open up a huge opening here and take the town center. Because if he can get him by surprise, charge in the trolls, break through, the elite infantry who are waiting in reserve, they're not going to be in position. They're not going to be able to charge down and defend this town center. So we'll see what happens here. We will see, guys. This is great. Alright, so the pikemen still doing a lot of damage to these guys. The archers seem to have a lot of ammo left over. They're trying so hard to kill these troll catapults. But it's not looking good. And remember, guys, that Isengard also has catapults, so they have a lot of ammo left. The balance of power is looking pretty bad for the defenders. 70% of the defenders have been destroyed. 58% of the attackers have been killed. So it's pretty close, but they need to do the best they can to try to turn this around. Now the good news is that 70% of those kills are crappier troops. Of course, he's got his like elite 30% over here. So yeah, anything could happen. The Swan Knights, you never know, man. The Swan Knights can do a lot of damage. And we got more forces moving into the choke point because the troops are getting really thin. Here they go. They're charging in. Reinforce the lines. I don't care if you're archers. Get in the fight. Hold. The time is running out, so I am glad that they put a timer over here because you don't want to just sit back the whole time. You know, put some pressure on the attackers to attack. And the reserves are just waiting over here. lots and lots of reserves, especially from Isengard. Look at this. Oh my god, there's so many troops left. But remember, anything is possible. Absolutely anything is possible. Unfortunately, they didn't bring a catapult. I'm really surprised that the defenders did not bring a catapult. They brought their ballistas, which is a smart idea, but I think someone should at least bring one catapult, because this is a perfect opportunity to use it. Huge blob of orcs that you could take out in one shot. So that's going to make things really challenging. The challenge is real. Alright guys, so we are reaching the very end of this battle. Who do you think's going to win this one? It's looking pretty good for the attackers. So we'll see. I mean, the only way that they could lose, I think, is that if they somehow get a huge chain route. So like if the defenders are able to pull off a miracle and the orcs just chain route and go all the way back home to wherever they came from, or they run out of time. So I think it's more likely that if the defenders are going to win, it's through time, not so much of killing the entire army. Come on, where are those trolls? Just send in the trolls, man. If he sends them in, I think it's game over. I mean, there's no way these guys are going to hold against trolls. But they stand. They hold their ground against such great odds. They fight shoulder to shoulder against Isengard's pikes of justice. Oh, here comes some archers from Mordor. So both sides are sending in their crappier troops. They want to save their elite troops for the final push. We can see all the dead fallen soldiers here, mostly from artillery. We can see the trolls from Gundabad who were trying to break through here. They have been slaughtered here. You can see their dead bodies here. And then the elite infantry still waiting patiently. Now, of course, I don't think they're sending any troops to the back here. That would be pretty sneaky of them to send some forces all around this mountainside, which would take forever. I'm not even sure if it's possible. Actually, you know what? I think it is. I think you can actually move troops, but it would take forever. So that's why they're going to focus most of their attention at this same choke point here. Uh-oh. Do I see trolls moving up? No, I see a lot of troop movement, but it's not trolls, not just yet. Now we got some Dunedain Rangers holding the line. These pikemen just, you know, they're like, whatever, send another unit, we will kill them. Send what you have. Man, both sides are very, very, very passive at this point. I would be super aggressive. I would really push because, especially if you're the attacker, you have the advantage. You've got the trolls, you've got the infantry. The only thing that you don't have is time, which is why I'm kind of surprised he's not moving in his forces at this point of the battle. He's just kind of content with holding with a couple units of like archers that used up their ammo and some pikemen. We also have the wild men of Dunlin who are reinforcing the front lines. Oh, come on. Yeah, someone send in that infantry. Send in the trolls. Alright, we've got more infantry coming down this way. We got some merchant militia and some Arnorian heavy archers. Looks like they're going to reinforce the lines. The troll catapults. Oh, what is this? Are they pushing? No, I thought I saw a big push of infantry. The trolls, I don't know if they've used up the ammo, but they can go ahead and send in the troll catapults. They would help out a lot. Yeah, but most of those pikemen there. Oh, here comes more troops to reinforce the lines here. I mean, Isengard, come on guys, come on Mordor, you got to attack here. You are running out of time. And if you attack in waves like this, there's no way they're going to be able to break through. Oh, here we go. Here we go. They are finally mobilizing a lot of their forces. And it looks like they're going to send another wave, a pretty elite wave of forces. Because we have a huge chain route going on in the front lines for these guys. So here comes another wave of troops. You can see them charging up this hill, this slope here. And wow, they're actually pushing them back to the troll catapult. So they, oh, come on camera. They might be able to slaughter this troll catapult. Oh, nice. Those Arnorian heavy archers doing a pretty good job. The trolls are now in the fight. They've given up on the catapult. They're now using their clubs and trying to crush skulls. The pikemen are forming up over here in the back lines. And we are reaching the very end of this battle. I have a pretty good feeling that they're gonna charge in these trolls here. There we go, more infantry breaking through, guys. Isengard pouring through. We've got Uruk-hai infantry. Now we have some merchant militia getting into position. He's got his fountain guard waiting in reserve. I have a good feeling that the fountain guard are going to be joining in. They are going to try to chain route the forces here using flaming arrows, fire arrows to break the will of the Uruk-hai. But it's not that easy to break. They are a very tough unit. And now Isengard, I think they finally realize that they need to push through. They need to break through this defense or they are going to run out of time. So this is it, guys. All right here. This is the final push. Where are the trolls? Send in the trolls, man. Merchant militia should be able to hold for a little while. Still buying time for these archers to fire into the huge blob of Uruk-hai forces. I think they were holding some of their ammo so they can, you know, they can go after more expensive targets. Look at this fight. Look at this fight right here. I love it. The trolls in the back. Here we go. Here we go. Olog-hai. They mean business. And they should be able to help these Uruk-hai break through this thin line of merchant militia. Look at them just storming in. What a sight. I love it so much. Look at this troll just kind of looking around like, huh. Looks like it's time to get bloody. Time to do some justice upon these humans. These racist humans that don't understand the ways of the orc. Oh, the Olog-hai, they, aw, what? He's not charging them in? Like, come on. Just get them in the fight. Alright, so. Time is running out, guys. The attackers, I mean, I'm glad that Isengard is finally committing his more elite infantry, but they need to hurry up because they have a lot more forces to break through, like the Swan Knights, Pikemen, battle-ready Dunedain, some dismounted Dunedain Knights, which are really good, some Fountain Guard. So, I don't know. I mean, I think the defenders have a pretty good shot here. I think they have an excellent shot. Also, we have some Arnor men-at-arms coming over this way. Oh, here we go. Finally, the Olog-hai are charging in. The Berserkers are joining the fight. They should have done this like 10 minutes ago. They really should have. And also we have the Arnor men-at-arms, the Citadel Guard charging in. This is it, guys. This is for the final stand. Will they be able to break through, or will the defenders be able to hold off the attackers and get a chain route? got a catapult joining this fight now. Taking out about 10 guys here. The trolls are just disrupting their formation. The fountain guard are now being called into action. They need to help hold the front lines because these trolls are just too much. Way too much for them. The crossbows firing in the back here. And is that all the infantry? That's pretty much all the infantry. Well, we got some reserves over here, but well, we've got a lot of infantry left over. But they can cause a huge chain rout. Oh man, this would be so good for the defenders to have a catapult here. It would be game changing. I don't know why they didn't bring a catapult. Oh, the Olag High are meeting their match. The Fountain Guard. We still have a lot of reserves over here, so this is far from over, guys. The catapult is pushing through a huge blob of orcs. I mean, as the defenders, all you can do is just hope and pray that they miss some of your infantry. And they're just gonna push in with their numbers and try to break through with pure muscle. The trolls, they're making this really difficult for the defenders. The berserkers spinning around, swinging their two-handed swords, just slicing through armor, cutting the necks of the defenders, and they love it. Oh, the trolls are breaking through the lines here. Oh, now we got the battle-ready Dunedain trying to hold them back. Where are you going, trolls? Where are you going? They're like, we're out of here. We're done. Oh, what is this? A lone ballista crew. He's like, I'll take on these trolls. I'll kick them. I'll kick them in the leg. What is that? What is that? That is stupid. Oh my god, that voice crack was beautiful. Here comes more berserkers to help the front line. The Swan Knights are now charging in. This is the final stand. This is madness. Can they hold off against these trolls? If they can kill the trolls, they've got a shot. But there's still a lot of trolls left in this fight. And the Fountain Guard are getting chewed up by the trolls, the Urukai, and the berserkers. They need to send in more reinforcements. This is it. This is their final unit. Time is almost out, though. They are almost out of time. And what is he doing? Is he falling back? Why is he falling back? I'm not really sure. I have no idea why he's doing that. But I believe the Dunedain Knights are going to join this fight and take the place of the Swan Knights. Come on. Take out those trolls. Oh, here comes the Swan Knights. Looks like he's trying to get charges. Maybe cycle charges on the trolls. That might actually be a good strategy to try to take them out quickly. But the Dunedain Knights are actually going to march around this way and reinforce the Fountain Knights here, or the Fountain Guard, who are just getting picked apart. So here's a bird's eye view of the fight here, guys. I didn't mean to zoom out, but you know, the camera of Moria is pretty glitchy. The map of Moria really glitches the camera. But here's a nice charge from the Dunedain Knights. Time is almost out. I don't know. It's gonna be so close of a fight. These pikemen, joined by the Citadel Guard, doing everything in their power to hold. It looks like the Swan Knights are gaining back control of the town center. Just gotta take out some of these trolls here. Alright, we got what's left of Isengard pushing in. A couple of units of pikemen. We've got the crossbows still firing. We got some infantry joining. Oh, it's just endless. The amount of troops, it is absolutely endless. But time is not endless, and they are almost out of it. So it's down to the dismounted Dunedain Knights and these Swan Knights. Also, he has a pretty good amount of Arnor pikemen who are wavering, but that's okay. They're in the town center. They can't break. They have infinite morale, which makes sense because there's nowhere else to run. I guess you could retreat back this way in the halls over there. The halls of Moria. Oh man, these Dunedain Knights are having a tough time against these Berserkers. They are down to, let's say, 30 men. Gondor down to 71 in his Swan Knight unit. They are now getting surrounded by the pikemen. The Arnor pikemen are getting slaughtered. They are down to 14 men. We have the trolls over here waiting in reserve in the back lines. What a fight. Just what a fantastic fight here. And here comes more and more forces. Just overwhelming them. A swarm of isengard infantry. Now we have the guards of Orthanc joining this fight. And it's looking pretty grim for Gondor and the free peoples of Eriador. See, the Swan Knights down to 57. They lost 20 men very quickly there. The Dunedain Knights down to 16. Got some battle-ready Dunedain down to 11. Time is almost out, though. Can they hold on for victory? I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be awfully close. 97% of the defenders have been destroyed and 78% of the attackers have been destroyed at this current point of the battle. Look at it. We've got that ballista crew guy who kicked that troll earlier. He's doing a great job here. He's holding with the Swan Knights. If he survives this battle, he will be promoted to a Swan Knight. The guards of Orthanc trying to flank around here. So, yeah, it's not looking great. They are now in control. 3 minutes and 39 seconds. They will gain, or they will achieve victory. But I don't think they're going to run out of time. I think they're going to be able to destroy Gondor here in their final stand. Their final stand. There goes Gondor's general. He has been he's been killed on the battlefield. And the Berserkers are just swarming these Swan Knights. And that is going to be it, guys. That is going to be the conclusion of the battle. We do have some brave souls who are still putting up somewhat of a fight. But I think the biggest mistake here that the defenders made was not defending this opening right here. He really should have defended this with more troops instead of just a couple. Both sides put up this very light defense, and it just did not pay off. So I think if they sent more troops over here, used maybe a catapult instead of a ballista, but they put up a good defense regardless. It just, the trolls were too much for them, and I feel like that one side, they lost that ballista really quickly, and they didn't have any artillery for the final defense. So it wasn't good, and we'll go ahead and just fast forward here. There goes the general getting slaughtered by a berserker. And that's going to wrap up today's fight. Really, really fun fight in Moria. So if we look at the stats here, Bingo, Bango, Jango, which is Mordor, getting the most kills. Isengard not getting a ton of kills, but he did kind of charge at the end. And then Miles and Davis getting 639 kills. This was sent in by the Gundabad player, so thank you so much for this replay. I really enjoyed this one. The Free People's getting 1,300, and Baconator getting 1,300. So both defenders pulling their weight, but they just didn't have enough to defend against those trolls. And honestly, the trolls, like, I think the trolls are completely fair. I know some people have like a max on 2 trolls, but I think that the evil factions, their infantry is so bad that they need the extra trolls. So I think a good rule is like max 3 trolls to make it more fair. But if we look at the kills here for Gundabad, let's see who did the best here. 127 I think is going to be the highest. Yep, 127 by the mountain trolls. So again, those trolls, they're sneaky. You gotta watch out for them. 90 kills for his cave trolls, and the snow trolls not too far behind here. 97, 85, fantastic. So thank you guys so much for watching this epic fight at Moria. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, a comment, and if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe for more epic battles. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.